What do you think about the future of San Antonio and New Braunfels area?
They're bleeding right together, man. People are still continuing to come here because it really is an affordable, neat place to live. We've got some neat hill country out here. We've got a lot of cool little towns. Living in San Antonio is incredible for me because I don't have the crazy traffic that a lot of big cities do, but I have the fanciest restaurants. We've got great attractions for the kids. I mean, I love this place, and it's one of the reasons I came, and I think it's other reasons why more people are coming.
Aaron said he inversed what the data guy said in he misinterprets data. That's funny. What about like New Braunfels as far as like future growth? I think we talked about this earlier. I think you said that area is booming.
I do. I'm a big fan of it. I've done several projects in New Braunfels. I'm looking at more property right now. We're working through some good deals over there. I really like it. It's such a small, tiny, quaint town on an incredible river. It's literally out of space, and folks want to continue to come there. So what that does to pricing is it just strengthens it. It's a really cool place. If you stayed over the weekend over there, it's super cool.
Well, the property I bought, you know where a Green Hall is?
Yeah.
So if you come out of the development and look down the street, you can see Green Hall.
I know another person that bought over there too. Yeah.
Yeah, in Greenfield.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It was crazy. So like the way I came across it is I got drunk one night and I called a buddy in New Braunfels and I said, find me the best deal in New Braunfels. Because Rod Alawan, who was on here 2 weeks ago. So I was like, just find me the best deal in New Braunfels because I know it's going to pop off. I know it's crazy. And I was like really drunk that night. The next day, he sent me 3 options. I looked at all 3 options, just like how you did. And I go, this is going to be the best option. I go, and we literally put it under contract the next day, like literally the next day. So that was one of those like drunken stupors, pandemic drunken stupors that made me money. So
that's a good one.
Yeah. So
most drunken stupor mistake moments cost people like a new car hood or a girlfriend. Yours got you 150 grand.
Yeah, it did. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, Christina's in here lighting up the chat. I love when Christina's in the chat. Thank you, Christina. Ian, what else you got, man? We're talking about the market shifting. You know, that was the whole title of this, but I want to talk about investing. Like, what else have we got?
Yeah, I was looking at the percentages that Christina was talking about. I don't have actual answers yet because I haven't parsed through the data, but most of the percentages I'm seeing are anywhere from 2.25% decrease to 8% decrease
in home prices.
In the home prices. So remember we were saying there were about 871 homes that had decreased in the last week.
Yep.
Yeah. So she asked how many or what was the percentage of those decreases.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, it's also too. I think a lot of it has to do with the market for sure, but I think the other side of that coin is people are expecting prices to continue going up and not planning for June, July. I think that has a lot
markets
to
and
do.
stock markets behave very similarly. The difference is a housing market takes 30 or 60 days to show a change, and stock markets can literally plummet in one day.
Yeah.
So all these decisions happened in the stock market just recently, and you've seen all the red and all over there. It's happening right now in the housing market. And I think what consumers need to be thoughtful about is it doesn't hurt to be patient. Everyone's made a ton of money on their houses. Everybody's doing better at their jobs, and everybody's buying cryptocurrency and they look like brilliant. It's not bad to just park that money and be patient and chill out for a little while and watch this thing develop. I think you might have a good opportunity this month, but guess what? By Christmas time, that opportunity might be even better. So you don't want to try to catch a knife while it's falling. That's a bad thing to do. Let it hit the ground to pick it up.
That's one of the best analogies.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, I hate that I love that so much.
Yeah. I've always tried to grab the knife on the way down just for fun, but no, you're right. It's funny is because my wife the other day, when all the prices started going down, she's like, oh, we should sell our stocks. And I was like, I'm not selling anything. I made that mistake one time. I'm going to tell you about the one mistake, the worst mistake I made in the stock market.
Oh no.
So I had a ton of money in my 401k in Costco stocks. I used to work at Costco stock. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? When the stock was at like 240 a share and dropped to 197. And this was like Christmas time a couple of years ago. I'm like, oh man, it's just going to keep going down. And I sold it. Costco stock's at $450 a share.
You know what? The Buffetts and the Grahams of the world say don't buy stock unless you plan on owning it for a very long time.
My fault was selling it. Right. I don't even know why I got paper hands. And so now when it comes to stuff like that,
you got scared, you got nervous. Know. You did what everybody else does.
Yes.
You let the fear drive the emotion drive the behavior. And that's what's happening with housing prices. Why people make that price decrease quicker than they should. Same thing.
Yeah. I learned that lesson the hard way.
You know what? If you don't need the money right now, hold tight. We got a lot of stuff we bought over the last 5 years stock wise, and we've had run up last year. Some of this stuff, I get this one stock and I bought for $10,000. Oh yeah, it's Real Realty. I bought it at I bought $10,000 worth. God, I'm trying to remember the dollar price per share now, but I'm just thinking about how this worked. But it was cheap. I bought $10,000 worth. It ran up to $90,000. And I remember thinking, all right, this is one of the better stock deals I've done. One of the guys in my office was like, let's sell it. And I'm like, no, we think the market's doing well. Let's hang on to this thing. Right now, that 10,000 that went up to 90 is right now worth like 25 or 30. But I believe in the company. I see the way you guys are adding. I see the heart that y'all are growing with.
Yeah.
And I think that another person helped sell y'all, an early mover, helped sell y'all's business model. And y'all don't have to work hard to sell it on people. So that is already done. So I think y'all are going to have a better path to growth. And I still believe in the company. So I plan on holding it for 5 years. And it's going to go past the 90 grand. It's going to go. It's going to be great. But right now it's doing all this crap. But I'm not selling it. It's okay.
Yeah, that early mover was me. that honestly, that early mover was me. So thank you. And I was going to sell too at the same time. I was like, because I got a bunch of stock for coming over. So I was like, oh, I'll just sell it when I was high. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to wait. But I mean, it went up to 250 a share. Now it's back down like 140 a share. So, but here's the thing. I'm fine with it staying low for right now. Cause the same thing I'm holding, and very, very valid point. I have a stock guy now that handles all my stock stuff because of that issue.
So that you don't go drunk selling?
Because I don't drunk sell. I know how to do real estate very well. I stick to real estate. So, but yeah, thanks for the kind words about real. I appreciate that.
I like y'all's company, and the first few people that I met doing it that were good first movers that really helped bring a lot of people. I really like them as a couple. It's Tim and Pon. They're good people.
Yeah.
And I remember Tim telling me, we only want to recruit people that are like us. And I was like, geez, you're going to have a hard time finding that many good humans in this world. But they've done it.
Thanks for watching this short of the Real Amigos podcast. For more live streams, hit here. For more clips, hit here. We'll catch you on the next one.